Breaking news is out regarding Medicaid recipients. It appears that millions of Americans have been losing their coverage as of recently. Yes, recently we have seen one of the largest purges of Medicaid rolls because of some major cracks in the system. In addition to that, Medicaid costs have been increasing lately as well, and now nursing home patients are no longer able to afford their care. This has been catching so many people off guard and don't really know where to turn to. I have the details to share with you in just a moment, but before we get started, make sure that you subscribe to the channel as well as hit the like button, as it really helps out the YouTube algorithm. Now let's go ahead and start with the video. Starting off, there is a huge storm that is approaching us, and it is likely that this is going to happen around the Thanksgiving holiday travel time. As you can see right here on the map, a huge storm is projected to bring travel to a snarl. Yes, a series of storms are poised to strike a large portion of the United States later this week, including the heavily populated Northeast area, which is likely causing Thanksgiving holiday travel disruptions for some 54 million people. Yes, one storm could bring heavy rain, strong winds, severe thunderstorms, and other weather impacts to the eastern two-thirds of the country over the next few days. So again, if you are planning on traveling, be mindful of this information, because either you could end up missing your flight leaving out, or you could actually have some trouble traveling back into town. So in addition to that, you might also receive some travel concerns in regards to if you are going by vehicle. But the good news in regards to if you are traveling by vehicle, one gas station has got you covered. We are talking about Sheetz gas station, in which they have announced that they are doing a huge travel sale in regards to the price of a gallon of gas. It says right here that Sheetz gas prices for Thanksgiving week is going to be $1.99 per gallon of gas. This deal is being offered to travelers throughout the Thanksgiving holiday. Anyways, it says that gas prices may be down nationwide, but Sheetz is cutting the price even more during Thanksgiving week. The major mid-Atlantic gas station, restaurant, and convenience chain with more than 700 locations is reducing the price of its unleaded 88 gas to $1.99. This is going to be going through from Monday through November the 27th at midnight Eastern Standard Time. Anyways, I hope you guys can take advantage of this. Do not forget, and if you know someone that lives in the northeastern areas or the East Coast, they could actually take advantage of this as well. So anyways, I just want to share that good deal to you, because it could help a lot of people as they can travel throughout the holiday time frame. So I hope that information was useful to you. Moving on, we do want to go ahead and talk about the cost of caring for nursing home patients. That has been skyrocketing as of lately, and there is an issue in regards to Illinois' their Medicaid reimbursement plans, because so far they're saying that it has not even kept up. Yes, the state has essentially said do more with less, but anyways, it said that nursing homes in Illinois have again come under attack for simply trying to provide quality care to our residents in the face of Medicaid reimbursement rates from the state. Our state provides cents on the dollar for the care that Medicaid patients receive, even though it is obligated to cover the cost of their entire care. Let me be clear, according to the administrator, she said that, look, the state of Illinois is legally obligated to cover the cost of care for our most vulnerable residents. Most people are unaware of how Medicaid costs for low-income nursing home residents are covered in Illinois. Essentially, there are three main expenditures that the state is required to reimburse nursing home operators for, and that is program costs for individual residents, which covers things like therapies, dentures, podiatry care, and many other services, general costs like food, supplies, and staff, as well as capital expenditures such as mortgages and property taxes. And every year, nursing homes submit reports detailing the cost to the state that is in turn required, after complex calculations, to pay for the cost of providing these services to our low-income residents. But unfortunately, Illinois has not looked at nursing home reports for general costs since 2014, and the state has not updated its capital reimbursements rates since 1999, which that means that the state is reimbursing nursing homes for property tax rates that are 25 years old and basing the reimbursement for costs such as staff and food on the rates that are nearly a decade old. So that is exactly why these nursing homes are saying that they are almost no longer to keep up because the government, the state, is not running on actual numbers. They don't have the actual numbers, in which they are using old data. So if the cost of living has increased as well as inflation has increased, but you're still going off the previous amount that were applied prior to that, there is going to be a shortfall in many different areas, which is exactly what this particular nursing home is talking about. They are saying that they are doing all of this just to keep up, to make sure that they take care of our most vulnerable individuals in this nursing home that are low income, but still they are not being reimbursed the right amount of money, enough money to cover the cost, to keep the staff running, to keep that building running, to keep the mortgage paid. They just don't have enough. And if this continues, things are going to get drastic. They may be required to go ahead and shut down because they might end up running out of money. So unfortunately, this is what we've seen across the board, guys, not just at this nursing home, but we were seeing this in other different states as well as nursing homes as well. Things are just not being able to be caught up to date, and they are relying on some of the money that they have saved up over the years just to cover the cost on a monthly basis. So anyways, guys, be sure that if you know someone that stays in a nursing home, make sure that you check and look into this information at your local nursing home, because you never know where this might actually affect you or someone you know in your home territory. So anyways, I definitely thought that information was very useful to share with you today. Also, don't forget about states are now rethinking Medicaid enrollment efforts as millions of Americans are continuing to lose coverage. As you can see right here, that these are the states in which disenrollment is increasing across multiple states. And the dark states on here are the ones that are having the most people actually being disenrolled from Medicaid, which you can see right here, my home state of Texas, which it says that 64%. That is the amount that they have had of Medicaid individuals leaving the program involuntarily, guys. Don't forget that. But anyways, this is becoming a huge issue. As you can see, that Medicaid is unwinding right now and catching a lot of people off guard. And according to the survey, they're saying that, yes, a lot of people, about 1 in 4 individual Medicaid enrollees, don't know where to look for other coverage as they continue to be dropped off of Medicaid rolls programs. So anyways, this is a huge concern right now, and it looks like it's actually going to be getting worse. I'll talk about that in just a moment. But right now, the findings began to quantify how unprepared many enrollees are for the eligibility renewal process that's begun in multiple states with the end of COVID-19. 65% of recipients say that they didn't have a change in income or other change that would make them ineligible for the program, underscoring the importance of navigating the renewal process and not getting lost in the bureaucratic churn. But anyways, they're saying that about half of adults enrolled in Medicaid have never participated in a renewal process in the past. 1/3 of enrollees had not provided contact information to their state Medicaid agency in the last year, which means that they might be cold because of the inability to reach Medicaid center. And if their Medicaid coverage is terminated, 27% wouldn't know where to look for other health coverage, and 15% say that they would just be uninsured, which is a huge risk. And only 1/3 of adults surveyed said that they would look for coverage on the Affordable Care Act marketplaces. So anyways, more than 192,000 people have been kicked off Medicaid in 5 states where redeterminations have actually started. Some may have found workplace coverage or will be able for the ACA subsidies. But anyway, some people are not necessarily qualified for those those other options. So anyways, NORC also estimates that 3.8 million people will become uninsured at the end of the redetermination process. This is a huge change in regards to Medicaid, in regards to how individuals have to renew their coverage. And a lot of times they don't even know what to do. They don't know how to renew it, and they don't know where to turn to. They don't know who to call for assistance. And that is one of the reasons why they are falling off, but also some of the benefits that were incurred during the COVID-19 pandemic have actually dropped off, which is causing a lot of Americans not to be eligible for Medicaid any longer. So anyways, in regards to Texas alone, they have had more than 500,000 people dropped from their Medicaid rolls since April of this year, and advocates are calling for a halt to the removals until the state can account for why more than 80% of the people who lost Medicaid coverage were eliminated for procedural reasons, like not responding to the messages from the state of Texas. So anyways, this is a huge battle right now, and it's sad that the ones who are suffering are our most vulnerable Americans in this country, our seniors, our elderly individuals, some individuals on Social Security. So this is affecting a lot of people. And like I said, we really don't have an answer as of yet. Hopefully they will figure this out before the end of this year, because right now, in regards to how it's going to be next year, the projections do not look any better. As you can see right now, the projections for 2024, it says that a significant drop in Medicaid enrollment is expected next year. As the states continue to purge their Medicaid rolls following the end of COVID-19 pandemic, officials expect the large declines in enrollment, now exceeding more than 10 million overall. So anyways, yes, this is going to be a huge concern moving forward. And can we look towards the government to fix this issue? I would say probably not, especially not on a federal level. We will probably have to see some type of changes being done on a state level. But then again, it depends on what state you live in and whether or not your local state is actually doing something about it. So this is going to be a huge thing right now. And if you look at this particular chart right here, it shows you the percent change in Medicaid spending and enrollment between 1998 and 2024. You can see where there is a huge significant drop that is projected for next year in 2024. So it's pretty much a falling off the cliff, if you will, looking at this particular chart. So anyways, I feel bad for our Medicaid recipients, especially the ones that don't really know where to turn to in regards to what to do or getting assistance to help them through this process. But again, hey, if it affects you or someone you know, please reach out to them and try to provide whatever type of assistance that you can. And hopefully you can reach out to your local state to find out more information to see how you can receive some additional assistance from that direction. But outside of that, I am just bringing the news to you, and hopefully this opens up your eyes to what could be coming at the end of this year as well as next year. But other than that, I hope all this information in this video was helpful to you today. Well, anyways, that's all we have for you today, but feel free to check out some of the items down below in the description. There are a couple of opportunities for you to earn some free money or some free cash, such as signing up with the Amazon Prime membership, where you can get 30 days for free, which is a great time right now because Black Friday is at the end of this week, and there is going to be a lot of great sales that are available. Also, don't forget about signing up with Rakuten, which is the #1 cashback website out there for when you make your purchases online and sometimes in the stores. But anyways, right now Rakuten has a promotion that is going on through the end of this month, and you can get an additional $40 for free after you sign up and use it for the first time. I know a lot of you out there have already signed up for it, but a lot of you haven't even used it for the first time, so you are missing out on this free money. Normally it is a $30 bonus, but right now to the end of this month it is a $40 bonus, so don't miss out on that opportunity. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's content and you want to see more, please go ahead, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And if you like today's video, then go ahead and hit the like button for us. It really helps out this channel, as well as it tells YouTube to share this video with others. But anyways, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.